All right, welcome everyone to the Delray Chambers weekly webinar. We hope that everybody had an amazing holiday break and that you were able to unwind and relax a little bit. Today we're super excited because we have Allison Walzer here today from the Delray Beach Public Library. And we love the library here. We love to partner with them. And I mean, who doesn't love the library? So she's going to talk to us today about doing business at the Delray Beach Public Library. She has a great presentation for everybody, and she will be on at the end to answer questions that you might have. As always, please note that these webinars are recorded. So they are on Facebook Live, they'll be on our YouTube channel, and they'll also appear on our webinars tab on the Delray Beach Chambers website. So you can share these after, or you can just go back and rewatch them if there's a piece of information that you missed or that you would like to share with somebody else. So at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Allison. Go ahead and take the floor.
Thank you so much. I just want to thank the Chamber for having us today. And I'm going to say also thank you for taking some time out of your day to watch this presentation about the Delray Beach Public Library. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to start my presentation. So as they said, my name is Allison Walzer. I'm a reference librarian here at the Delray Beach Public Library. I've worked here for the past 4.5 years. And like most Florida transplants, I'm originally from Long Island, New York. One thing I love most about being a librarian is recommending books, obviously, but I also love teaching patrons of all ages how to use technology. I also love to cook and travel, and I've been known to make unsolicited wine recommendations to other people. So if you ever see me out, that's a great question to ask me. The Delray Beach Public Library was founded in 1913 by the Ladies Improvement Association. And in 1938, we became the first nonprofit corporation to provide a library to the city of Delray Beach. We've been serving our community as a public-private partnership since 1950, and we've been located at our current location of 100 West Atlantic Avenue since 2006. Last year, before the COVID-19 pandemic, we served 44,000 registered cardholders, held more than 2,600 programs, with an attendance of more than 34,000 people. And we have over 120,000 resources for people to use at the library. We're currently open for 48 hours per week in person, and we also offer virtual assistance during those hours. We also offer virtual assistance on Sundays from 1 to 5. You can submit questions to us via the Ask Us widget on our website, which I will demonstrate a little bit later. Questions can also be sent during our non-operating hours, which will be returned when we are in the building or offering our virtual hours as well. We are also part of a statewide Ask a Librarian service. Those hours are 10 a.m. to midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Being part of the statewide service allows you more hours for librarians to answer your questions. However, they will not be able to access your library account. So if you do have an account with us and you have a question or a question about your password, they won't be able to answer that. You would need to either call us or get a hold of us directly for that. And as always, library cards are free with proof of residency. I have posted a link in the chat for all of you so you can register for a library card virtually. After you do that, you will receive an email from the circulation department with your library card number and PIN and some other instructions. After that, you can definitely stop by the library, take a tour, walk around, and check out all the services that we have to offer. One of the programs that I developed here at the library was our Happy Hour program. And so our dedicated research team has developed a series of classes based on mobile apps, including our ebooks, Instagram, password managers, how to manage your photos on your phone or tablet, and a lot of others. These video recordings are available in our Facebook group, as well as on our YouTube channel, and questions can be submitted to us on either platform. If there are any classes you would like us to see us create, please let us know. My contact information is going to be at the end of the presentation, so always send me an email if there's any classes that you want to see us develop. One of my fellow librarians is an Adobe education trainer, and we offer workshops on the Adobe Creative Cloud platform, including Photoshop, Adobe Audition, which is the audio editing software, and Adobe Premiere Pro, which is the video editing software. These are all currently offered via Zoom, and they are all free. After any of our virtual technology programs, you will have the opportunity to schedule a one-on-one session with a reference team member to go over any troubling topics or to clarify any questions that you might have. We also partner with community resources. So during this difficult time, we have partnered with CareerSource Palm Beach County to offer a space for their career counselors to meet with people who need help filing unemployment. They're here on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9:30 to 4. And our reference team offers weekly resume workshops. So we offer tips and tricks on how to use your resume, and we'll also help you do formatting if you're not that great at word processing. We currently have 16 public computers. We do normally have 30, but we've had to scale that back for COVID restrictions. So we currently have 16 public computers. That gives you 2 hours a day on them. We also have free and limited Wi-Fi throughout our building. We offer printing and copying, and we also have a scanner and a fax, and our fax is only 50 cents per page, which is a really good deal from what I hear for other places in the city. We also offer the opportunity for anyone to work in our building, as we have various seating areas throughout the library. We do also have 2 single and 1 group study room. However, they are currently closed because of COVID. So what I am really here to talk to you about today is the free resources that we have available through the Delray Beach Public Library. We have BrainFuse, Demographics Now, the Florida Electronic Library, Mango, Value Line, and there's also 3 more that I'm not going to only to tell you about, but also demonstrate for you, and that's Gale Courses, Size Up, and Reference Solutions. So first up is BrainFuse, and we subscribe to 3 of their platforms: Job Now, Learn Now, and Help Now. Job Now offers live job coaching and interview practice every day from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. They offer a full service resume lab, including templates and resume building assistance. And you also have access to local job sources on there. And again, all of the live things that BrainFuse offers is every day from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Their Help Now service offers a variety of services to children and adults. It also includes a writing lab where you can submit any kind of paper that you've written or cover letter or things like that and get feedback on that. There's also tutorials for completing your GED or for doing citizenship. And that's just a handful of things that they offer on there. Learn Now actually offers live tutoring for schools age students as well as adult learners. And again, that's 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. daily. And the best thing about their tutoring platform is that it's all secure. So you don't have to give out your personal contact information for the tutor to contact you. It's all done through their platform. So when you register, you'll get a username and password, and you'll have an inbox on there. And that's where all your communication will take place. Next is Demographics Now. And Demographics Now allows businesses to gather information on a variety of topics with highly detailed data on more than 24 million US businesses and 206 million consumers. The Demographics Now platform leverages census data, consumer expenditures, retail spending, and the Mosaic lifestyle market segmentation groupings to help users crunch data in easy-to-use report formats, providing complete demographic information on any geographic territory. And you can also compare up to 16 geographies within a single report. The Florida Electronic Library. This is actually funded through a grant from the federal government by the State Library of Florida. And this is available to any resident within the state of Florida or anyone accessing it within the state of Florida, since it validates you through your IP address. So as long as you're located in the state, that's all you need to do is go to their website. But if you if you do need to access it from outside the state, all you'll need is your library card number to access that. And this database provides a variety of business resources in their DIY and small business section. It includes insights on company and industry intelligence, as well as entrepreneurship, which has resources for business plans and startups, to budgeting, marketing, and a lot more. Next up is Mango, and this is our language subscription service. So if you've heard of or used Rosetta Stone or Babbel or something like that, very similar platform. but you can use Mango to diversify with the international community, as Mango offers 70 different languages that you can learn on their platform. They also have a mobile app where you can watch movies and TV shows in the language you're trying to learn with or without subtitles. Next is Value Line. And Value Line is an independent investment research and financial publishing firm that provides stock analysis newsletter that is among the most highly regarded and widely used resource in global investments and trading markets. Every quarter, they research approximately 3,400 companies in 96 different industries, and they provide analysis on their stocks. They also do idea validation and idea generation. And if you want more information on that, contact me. So new this year, we started subscribing to Gale courses. And this is a personal and professional development platform where you can take classes to expand your knowledge. So Gale Courses offers 373 different online classes for patrons to take independently at their own pace. Classes start each month and take place over the course of 6 weeks. They offer professional development classes like public speaking and QuickBooks to personal development classes such as mindfulness and meditation. You want to make sure that when you sign up for a class, that you can open the first 2 lessons within the first 2 weeks of the class, or you'll no longer be able to access the material. Then the course will be available to you for an additional 2 weeks. So you really have 8 weeks to complete the class. Until the close of the lesson period, after the final exam is posted. When you do take the final exam, that's the only graded part of the class. But however, you can actually access the exam before you submit your answers. So you can actually look at all of the questions that are on there, take your time, it's open book. So you can go ahead and work through that, and not until you click submit and submit your answers for grading, does it actually count as taking the test. So I just found that out the other day when I was taking my final exam. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, my internet browser screen with you. So give me 1 second. And so this is the Delray Beach Library's website. It's delraylibrary.org. And you'll see a carousel over here on the left-hand side that tells you all the things that are happening in the library. We also have a calendar events over here on the right. The Ask Us widget that I was telling you about earlier is over here on the far right. And when you click on that, you get a nice pop-up where you can submit your question to us. And then our resources are going to be available on our resource page. So that's under the About menu. I'm going to go ahead and pull up that resource page. And I'm going to bring you to Gale Courses, which is about halfway down the page or so. And this is going to then show you the course catalog that Gale Courses has. So again, 373 different classes on here. And you can narrow them down by topic. Again, business software, there's Excel, QuickBooks, PowerPoint, anything that they think is business related is going to be on here. I've just been taking the WordPress classes that they offer. So in their web technology is creating WordPress websites, and then there's also WordPress Intermediate. When you find a class that you are interested in learning, you can go ahead and click enroll. But let me just show you really quick. You can actually click learn more, and it will give you the details and the syllabus, the duration, the dates that the class is, information about the instructor that's going to be teaching the class. And then you can also click enroll from here. You'd pick the start date that you want to enroll in the class. And then if you've never registered for a class before, you'll start with your new student information. You'll put in your email address and click create an account. It will then ask you for brief contact information, your phone number and your address, and then you'll be able to enroll in the class, and it'll create an account for you, and that's how you access the class in the future. If you've already created an account, when you enroll in the class, I always mess up my password on this. So it will again pre-populate that information that you put in the first time that you registered. You're going to click continue enrollment. It will, validate your information. Every time you register for a class, it is going to ask for your library card because it is going to make sure that you still have one with us. So you'll enter your library card information. Click use. And then you're enrolled. And then when I go to my classroom at the top, it will show the classes that I'm currently enrolled in and the classes that I've registered for that are upcoming. And now I'm going to go back to my presentation. Okay, and then at the end, you do get a certificate of completion. So every time that you take a class, you will get a certificate like you see down here at the bottom. The next resource that we have is Size Up, and that's something new that we've subscribed to this year. According to the Small Business Administration, there's 31.7 million small businesses in the United States, making up 99% of the businesses in this country. Their data comes from hundreds of data sources, including IRS records, county courthouse filings, yellow and white pages, business publications, the Postal Service, and corporate annual reports, which are manually reviewed and maintained. The data is updated on a varying schedule depending on which data sources they're working with. Size Up provides multiple avenues for small businesses to analyze their performance compared to other businesses within their industry. You're able to compare your business through revenue, the amount of employees, your growth, salaries, profit, and more against your competition in a specific location. Size Up can show businesses where their competitors, customers, and suppliers are located and creates a geo-visual list of potential buyers and vendors for you. It can also show business owners the best areas to target for their next advertising campaign. So again, I'm going to show you this database, and I'm going to go back to the resources page on the library website, and you can go directly here through delraylibrary.org/resources. This one's going to be a little bit further down the page, and this one is integrated right into our website. So you will see Size Up. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is put in your industry and the area in which you are located in. So if I were to be a retail bakery in Delray Beach, and I click save, it will show me how it will add, the first thing it's going to show me is the dashboard where I'm going to put in the information about my business. So I will put in my yearly revenue, the year I started, the average salary of my employees, the number of employees that I have, and then it's going to do a bunch of factoring for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some numbers. Now I'm making these up, so don't hold me accountable for any of this. Okay, so if we go back up to the top and we look at the revenue, if I'm bringing in $500,000 a year, you can see that compared to other retail bakeries in the city, the county, the metro area, the state, and the nation, I'm actually doing pretty poorly. And there's some information on here, and you can read this on your own when you put in your business information about how you compare to other businesses. If we go down to the year started, you'll see in 2008 compared again, city, county, metro, state, nation, and where my business falls, that 2 businesses in my industry started in the same year in my city, 9 in the county, 31 in the metro area, 86 in the state, and 1,457 nationally. And so you can see how you can compare there. Also salary-wise, how much other businesses are paying their employees, and then how many employees you actually have on staff. Now, if you scroll back up to the top, you might have noticed there's 3 tabs where it's my business, competition, and advertising. When you click on competition, it's going to then show you a data map. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. And it's going to list businesses in the same industry that they would consider your competitors. So as soon as this loads, it will show you on a map, and it will pinpoint the locations that are provided. There you go. So you'll see Dunkin' Donuts, Eurobread, Two Fat Cookies, where they're located. So these are my competitors. If I click on customers, I may need to enter this information again. It will show me, this is not what I wanted. So I want to sell to other businesses. So let's see, I don't want retail bakeries. I want cafes where I'm going to sell my baked goods to. So then it will show me the different cafes in the area that I might want to sell my product to. And then we click on suppliers. Maybe I am looking to distribute my product and I need shipping information. This will show me places in my community that I might want to partner with to ship my product. And then if we go back to the top again and click on the advertising tab, you can see where businesses, zip codes with the highest revenue or lower revenues within that bakery's retail bakery area. So you can use this kind of in two ways in terms of where marketing is not being spent versus where it is, where you would want to market in either area. It would really depend on what you're looking to do. But they start in the lighter yellow and they go to the red based on the marketing details of those businesses. So you see the areas with the red points are going to be ones that are highly marketed and the ones with the yellow are going to be less marketed. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my presentation one more time. And our final database that I'm going to demonstrate for you is Reference Solutions. This is formerly Reference USA, and it's an information database. They list 43 million active US businesses and 16 million of which have been telephone verified. They will try to telephone verify a business at least once per year. They have a proprietary compilation that aggregates more than 4,000 telephone directories and over 250 new business sources such as secretaries of state, county courthouse, and public records notices. Through these sources and additional processes, base level information is gathered. Second, the telephone verification team calls each business to verify the information that they have, and they will ask for any additional information that they're looking for. So you can use Reference Solutions in a variety of ways to create sales leads, direct mailings, customer profiling, other types of business research. They also have a white pages, a new homeowners database, and a consumers and like. So to show you how this one works, I'm going to go ahead and show you Reference Solutions. So this one is just above Size Up. And the first time that you access this, if you are using it from home, you're going to get this screen. It's going to ask you to accept the terms and conditions. And then it's going to ask for your library card number. And then you'll see the databases that we subscribe to here at the library. So the first thing that I'm going to demonstrate with this one is if I were a very small business owner and I was a sole proprietor and I was a dog walker. So if I want to create a leads list of people who are in the city of Delray that own dogs that I want to market my services to, I'm going to use the Consumers and Lifestyle database. And I don't recommend using the quick search unless there's a name or a specific business that you're looking for. because it's not very detailed. If you go to the advanced search tab, this is where you'll be able to narrow down your information a lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the zip codes in the geography section, and I'm just going to do the one of the zip codes within the city of Delray because I don't want to have too many responses. The contacts per household just means listing one person per household. So if there's 3 or 4 people that are listed on there, it will just show one person. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the lifestyles tab and find the people that own dogs. So I'm going to click on pets and expand that. And then I'm going to click on dogs. I can go ahead over here and click on update count, and it will show me that there's 194 records. It does say this email count of 58. However, our subscription does not provide email addresses for the lists, so you can ignore this information. But there's 194 records that we can view. So I'm going to go ahead and click on view results, and it's going to give me 8 pages worth of data. And so you can order it however you want, based on name, first name, last name, or address. And then if you wanted to export the data, you will have to go through each page to select all of the records that are there to download all 194. You can't just click it once and do it. You do have to do it on each page. And then you can click download, and it will download it as an Excel file for you. The summary report is just like what you saw on the previous screen, where it's just name, address, and phone number if it's listed. The detailed report shows you more detailed information. So if I go ahead and go back and click on somebody's name, this is the detailed information that it's going to show you. And that's what would be printed in the detailed report. Just be aware that there is a disclaimer about the do not call list. So if it does list phone numbers, that is something that you're responsible for complying with. So this person's address is on here. It says that they're a dog owner, other things that they're interested in. And then, like I said, you can go ahead and download this list, or you can print it as well. But one of the other ways that you can use reference solutions is if you were a business, let's go back again to the bakery. If I was a retail bakery and I wanted to find mailing sources, if I wanted to start shipping my things, let's say either within the state of Florida or even nationally, I can go ahead to the business database and use that advanced search again to create a mailing list of places that I would be interested in using for shipping my product. So I'm going to go ahead and select zip codes. And this time I'm going to use all 3 of the city's zip codes. And then I'm going to do this major industry group. And that's going to allow me to select a mailing service. So I'm going to go ahead and go to services, and then business services, and I believe it was direct mail, and then mailing and shipping. I'm going to again do update count, and now you can see I only have 11 records here. So there's only going to be 11 places within the city of Delray Beach that does mailing and shipping services. You could expand this. You could use any of these other geography limiters. I tried it a little bit earlier just to see how many results that I would get, and I limited it to Palm Beach County, and there's like 294 records. So that could be quite a lot to work through. The other one that I found was really good was the radius. So I put in a radius of 5 miles, and that gave me more results, but also closer options. So it was like Boca, Boynton, anywhere within 5 miles of a zip code that I put in. So again, you can click view result, and it will bring you to the details page. And here you can see the businesses within the city of Delray Beach that offer mailing services. And then you can go ahead and contact them however you want to use as your business. And as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the presentation, we have an Adobe education trainer on staff. 2 years ago, we created the Technology Training and Innovation Lab to introduce more advanced software to our patrons. We have a survey that we would like you to fill out to help us better understand the needs of our small business community as we plan for a future expansion for classes, space, and resources. So if you are a small business in the city of Delray and you want to tell us how we can help you, please fill out the survey and let us know how we can help you. And finally, this is my contact information. I know I've presented a lot of information for you today. If there's anything that you have questions about, would like to go over or see again, please contact me. I am only in the library 3 days of the week. We are on this like work from home, work in the library kind of schedule. So email is the best way to contact me because I do have access to that all the time. If you do call and I am not here, please leave me a message. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And remember, you have a dedicated expert research team available to you at the Delray Beach Library. We have combined over 65 years of research experience here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. And again, if you have any questions, anything at all, please let me know.
Thank you so much, Allison. And of course, again, if anybody has any questions, please go ahead and type those down in the chat box below. That's where you'll also find our link to the survey that she mentioned. So you can go ahead and take that there if you don't mind. Allison, I actually have a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind. So my first one, what types of proof of residency are needed for a card? How do I submit that for a virtual card?
Okay, so I believe you posted the link for the library card in the chat.
Yep,
So that's also on our website. So in that green bar that you saw at the top, that's linked to our virtual registration. So if you were to come into the library and apply for a library card, we'd ask for proof of residency, which is going to be your Florida driver's license, or if you're a new resident, your out-of-state license and something with your address on it. So a lease, a mortgage, some piece of like official mail that has your Florida address on it. But the great thing about the virtual card is that we don't ask for that. So you do get less time on the card. So it's only good for about 3 or 4 months. But then when you come in to pick up the card, we'll do your proof of residency and then you'll get that 3-year availability on your card.
Wonderful. And then, so what software is available on the library's public computers?
So our patron available computers offer the basic Word, PowerPoint, Excel programs from Microsoft. And then we have the Chrome browser installed. We don't currently have any other browser offered. I know there are some things out there that require Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge. And we can work with patrons that need access to those if they come in and request it. But Chrome seems to be the best thing for us to be able to offer with all the school and things that people come in to use that for.
Wonderful. And then, so just to clarify, the Delray Beach Public Library is currently open. Are you guys on restricted hours?
Yes, we are only open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
So previously we were open a little bit later, a couple of days during the week, but like I said, with that staffing where we have like half in the building and half at home, we're a little bit limited in our hours.
And do patrons have to call and schedule to come in, or can they just pop in and, you know, if you're not at capacity, you're able to walk in?
Nope, as long as we're not at capacity, which we have not reached yet, you're just allowed to walk in and be here.
Wonderful. And I know a lot of this was on the online resources that you guys are providing, but just to make our viewers kind of feel safe and give them a little bit more knowledge, would you tell us a little bit about the precautions that you're taking regarding COVID?
Yeah, so we've installed the plexiglass shields at all of our service points. We do require masks in the building. We do have gloves available for patrons that want to browse the stacks where the books are. We have hand sanitizer available at all the entrance points and all the service desks also. We have keyboard covers on our keyboards. We clean off, or we try, sometimes we're busy, so we try to clean up after every patron, but otherwise the computers and the mice and the keyboards and everything are cleaned on a daily basis. And I think that's pretty much it.
Wonderful. No, it sounds like you guys are doing everything that's needed.
We're trying.
Like all of us, I think. So do you require advanced registration to use the computers or classes?
For our public computers, we don't. It's just on a first come, first serve basis. That's why we've limited it to 2 hours. If we're not that busy, usually we mess with that a little bit and we can give you more time if you need. But if we are busy, we're gonna have to stick to that 2-hour time limit. But the computer classes, they do require pre-registration, and that's available on our website. In that menu bar at the top, there's a virtual library together at home tab, which will then split the classes into children's, teens, adults, and technology. And when you click on that and you go to the page that you're looking to register for, it will ask you for your information, because that's how we send out the Zoom link for people.
Wonderful. And so if I'm not quite ready to come in to the library to get that kind of one-on-one help to sign up, and I might have a little bit of difficulties using technology, can I call in and can you guys walk me through the process of signing up? Is there someone available for that?
Yeah, as long as we are available at the reference desk, or even if we're not and one of our colleagues is available, we can always transfer the call over to somebody to help you walk through the steps. I do know I have had this one woman that calls in like at least once a week asking for help downloading ebooks, and she refuses to come in. She is elderly, so I do understand why she doesn't want to come in. So I have to like basically have her read the screen to me, because every tablet is different. So although I know how my iPad works, if she's using an Android, I have to know what she's doing. But we will definitely try our best to walk through the steps with you virtually.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. And yeah, it's definitely a learning curve for all. I mean, I think we had this conversation. I was like, I have a Mac and you have Windows. Are we on the same page?
Yep.
So I can imagine sometimes it's a little difficult, but that is nice and reassuring, especially for, people that want to take advantage of these resources, because I mean, it's the plethora. I didn't even realize how much you guys have to offer, and that's just amazing. And it's all free, which is
yes,
great.
it's all free.
Remember that, guys, the library is free. So that's wonderful. I don't see any questions down here in the chat. So if anybody does have anything, please feel free to type it. Again, we have some links here listed. We'll link them in the descriptions as well when we upload this to YouTube and Facebook and to our website. As always, they're recorded, so we do want to remind you guys of that. But at this time, I'm not seeing any more questions. So Allison, did you have anything else that you wanted to say?
Just please come to the library, use all of our fabulous resources. We have a wonderful reference research team available to you. We also have great children's programming. We have 2 great, amazing children's librarians and 2 librarian assistants who put on amazing programs for kids. And we just want to help our community. So please come in, ask us for help, and we're always here for you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And as always, we are super excited to partner with the Delray Beach Public Library. Thank you for coming and doing this presentation today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. We hope to have you back sometime next year. We can discuss what the topic might be, but we would love to have you back. And I think with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Again, remember, you can find this on the Chamber's website underneath the webinars tab. Feel free to share it with anybody that you think might utilize the information. And we hope you have a wonderful, healthy, safe week. Bye-bye.
Bye.